Hello, folks, and welcome to the Movie Mad channel. This is the Movie Mad channel. The Movie Mad channel. This is James here. We're going to be going through Shelf 19, Part 2 of my complete collection, and I've actually already filmed it because I did film an intro earlier, and for some reason it didn't save. Can I remember what I said in that intro? Was it relevant? I don't know. I was just saying I've had a pretty busy week. Oh, I have been to CX and got some pickups. I also have had some great stuff come, and I'll be showing that in a future video. I was just going to say before I start that my subscriber numbers have grown significantly over the last month. 40 new subscribers, so that's great. So I hope you're all enjoying the channel as well as my current subscribers. And I was going to do a 700 subscriber video, but now I think I've got 31 left. A couple of weeks I might get to 800, you never know. Maybe it'll be a couple of years. But I think I'll just do a video when I get to 800 because I've got a wee thing that to give away on that, which I'll let you know about then. So without further ado, we'll skip to James in the past, filming the shelf video. Professional as always, James. Professional as always. Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Movie Mad channel. It's James here. Today, we're going to continue with my shelf videos, and we're going to do Shelf 19 Part 2. There's a bit of theme on this one. I'm pretty sure you'll spot it. It's been quite a busy week. But you know what? I'm going to talk about that another time. I have got some pickups. I've got a few movies to show you. A few bits and pieces. But I'm going to save that for another video. When I say a few bits and pieces, I've got some excellent stuff, is honestly, but I'm going to save that for tomorrow, to a video tomorrow. And we're going to move on to Shelf 19 Part 2. I've got my cup of tea. Need it after a long week. And we're going to film that now. So let's head over to the shelf. Oh, my old knee's cracking there. Hear that? Right, so we're starting now with the ones up the top here. And we'll see what we've got. I've got my cup of tea, and I've cheekily put it on the shelf since I'm in the back bit of the shelf and there's a wee bit of space. But knowing me, I'll probably go and spill it. I'm not gonna. No, I won't. Better not. So let's see what we have. I think you can all guess the theme. The theme is, this is like my horror section, sort of, because there's all other horror spread about, but I've got a whole back bit of horror here. So, we'll start off with these ones up the top, we'll see what we've got. And, you know what, horror probably isn't my favourite genre. I do like to buy them, I do like to watch them, but I probably haven't watched a lot of these, so we'll see. Start off with, because I put it too far up, you can't see that, can I? Let's bring it back a bit. I'll bring it back and bring it down a bit. How about that? Right, so we start off with Don't Breathe. A great movie. I really like the follow-up. I've not got the follow-up yet, but I have seen it. Really, really good horror movie, that one. So I've seen that one. This one I think was a Poundland special. And it is Rupture. Not seen it yet. Charlie's decided to take flight. The next one we have is Oculus. Again, one I've not watched yet. there was a Facebook Marketplace offer, and the lady was selling Blu-rays for £1, and I must have bought about 20 of them, and I traded a lot of them in, and I got a lot of store credit at CEX for it. Like, I must have made like 40 quid off that deal. And this was in it, and it's a new beginning of horror films. It's Blair Witch. That's a remake, and I've still yet to watch it. Probably should have traded that one. This one I got in a 2 for 15 sale at HMV, and I got another one. I think I traded it for £13, and I kept this one, and it's The Rats Night of Terror. Still not watched it. Cabin in the Woods, the nice lenticular slip. Not watched it. Death Race 1 and 2. Why I've got number 2, I don't know, but I have watched number 1. It's a decent one. Number 2, I've watched it, but it was a long time ago. Number 2 doesn't really need to be in my collection, I don't think. I'll show you what I might do with that. I'll show you what I might do with that in a second or two. Okay. Let's just move these all out the way. Sorry, I've been away for so long. We've next got Sinister. Another one I've not watched yet. But, you know, I will get around to these. I think so. Grizzly and 88 Films I got in CX. Most Danger, that was made after Jaws, wasn't it? I've still not watched it. This one here, what's the story behind this one? I think I got it on Amazon for like £1.97, and it says 3 Dracula films. And I thought, why not? Better just take your English. It does. Dracula, Dracula Reborn, and Dracula 2. And it's an all-in-one disc. And they're a nice thin case, but I haven't watched them. This is going to be one of those shelves where I realise how little of my collection I've actually watched. Isn't it? Cure for Wellness. Not seen it. Evil Dead. I've definitely seen that one. You know what? I want to say classic, but for me, wasn't that great. I don't even like the second one. I like the third Army of Darkness. I think the Army of Darkness is much better than these two. Then we have a one that I got in the Amazon glitch case. Is this a horror? Would you? No, it's not a horror, is it? Starship Troopers.
It's a sci-fi. I wouldn't say it's a horror.
No, but it's an 18, so I don't know why that's sort of.
Sci-fi. It's not.
Would you like to know more? We captured a brain bug. This is what we're going to do to it. Oh, that's a decent film. I really enjoy that one. Day of the Dead, based on George A. Romero's Day of the Dead. Mina Survivor. Yeah, I have seen this one. This is the one where they're going about the student halls, isn't it? Been a long time since I've seen that too. But that's a good one. That's a zombie film. That's my type of horror. You see, I had in the other shelf, I had like Zombieland Double Tap and things like that. But I just don't have enough shelf space in this section to add in all the horrors. So they're spread about. Let's move along to the top over here. What do we got? Again, I was going to say controversial, but that's the next one. 30 Days of Night, best vampire film in decade.
Amazing.
That's a great one. I have to agree. I really enjoy this one. Vampires in Alaska where it's dark all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one. Right. Now here's where, I don't know, people will probably not like me for saying these things, but I'm going to say them anyway. I got this Chucky 7 movie collection, and I actually got it off Amazon when it was like £17, and it traded for like 28, and I was just going to trade it in, and I didn't end up doing it. And I had 3 or 4 individual Chucky films, so I just traded them in instead, and I ended up keeping the 7 movie collection. I've watched up to number 4 of them. Are they my favourites? I'm sorry, they're not. Is it something I'll rewatch? Maybe one day, yeah, but just not for me, I don't think. And again, I'm going to upset a lot of horror fans here. Nightmare on Elm Streets. I got the first 7 Nightmare collection. I've probably only seen 1. It's a nice set, but the thing out of that is I've got them because, see, if I ever do decide, right, one day I really want to watch all Nightmare on Elm Street, they're sitting there ready for me to watch. And in that nice box, it's really thin, and it keeps saving this. It's like having one, isn't it? So, like, it's like one Blu-ray case, and it's got all 7 movies. What have we got next? We have got The Sect. Never watched it. Roy said to me one day about The Shining, and I said I'd never seen it. So he got me it. I think I might have watched half it one time. But it was actually alright. The second time I watched it, I watched Roy.
Is it the original?
The original? Yeah, I thought it was okay, yep. I think Roy gave me this one as well. I've not watched it yet, and he says I should really watch this one, and I probably should. Salem's Lot.
Yes, watch Salem's Lot. There's one scene in it that still creeps me out to this day.
Next, one I have seen, and everybody said that this was a great film. There is a horrific scene in it, and it is horrific, but I just didn't like it. Hereditary.
Well, it was good. It was alright.
I don't like it. Or did I? I don't know why it's sealed. I must have watched it on one of the streaming services, but I've not opened that one yet. Then we have Lights Out. I think I got this on a cheap deal. And again, I watched it. If there is any ones that you think I should watch and recommend in here, then let me know, because I will try and watch them. So, you've seen my Death Race 1 and 2, okay? Before we get to that part, we've got the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street, which again I haven't watched.
I'll never watch it because it doesn't. Robert Englund's the only Freddy for me.
That doesn't mean anything to me because I've not really watched it. So, here we go. The best Nazi zombie film ever made. How many Nazi zombie films are there?
Probably just that one.
So, it says, the sequel you didn't see coming, Dead Snow 2. Now, why is this Dead Snow 2 there? There's not Dead Snow 1, right? Well, I'll show you. Because to save space in my collection, I'll show you what I've done. I might have the Dead Snow 2 cover on it, because I've only had a slip cover for Dead Snow 2. But it's got Dead Snow underneath, and the slip for Dead Snow 2 is hiding at the back. And I put them in a double case, so they're both there. And I was about to say, oh, have I just zoomed in a half? What have I done? Oh, reverted to me! Hello! There we go. Have I just zoomed in again? I didn't want to do that. Oh, for God's sake. James's creative flair as usual. There we go, that's better. So, zombies, Nazis, blood. And I have watched the first one. I'm pretty sure I watched the second one as well. They were alright. 12 minutes in, I'm still not even at the top ones. I need to speed this up a bit. Invisible Man with Elizabeth Moss. I actually really enjoyed that one. I thought it was good. The Right. Long time since I've seen that one. Mimic, the director's cut with Mira Sorvino, Charles Dutton. Yeah, I've watched that and it was on a good deal, so again I got that. Then we have The Ninth Configuration. I watched it. This would be a really better movie channel if I actually watched these, wouldn't it? So many. Again, I don't know why I've got these two, because I think they were like £1.97 on Amazon. I can't even read the titles of that. Gone Phantasm and The Snow Queen. And this one here. Do you recognise what movie this is?
No, I can see it there.
Ritter der Demon. I'm pretty sure it's a famous horror movie.
I haven't got a clue.
But I can't remember what it is right now. Sorry, folks. So let's move these out the way. And we'll get on to the back part in a second. Pick this Arrow title up. We Are the Flesh. Again, I watched it. Really just need to start adding favourites to my collection, don't I? Right, so let's start at the start. Would be a good way to begin, wouldn't it? But we're actually halfway through the start, so it's not really the start of the start, is it? Look, I've actually got my tea on the shelf. Look, there we go. Let's go. What have we got? Dead Ringers, David Cronenberg. Got because it says David Cronenberg. Haven't watched it yet. The Mutant Chronicles. Actually did like that one. You like that one. It's got your guy for Dog Soldiers in it.
Which one?
The baldy guy.
Sean Kirby.
What? The one the like the command, like the leader in Dog Soldiers. Is that his name, is it?
Was it Kevin McKidd?
No, not him.
Was it Sean Kirby?
Aye, I think so. There we go.
When Dog Soldiers like it's guts blown up.
Could be. Yeah. Then we have Revenge. I got that in that Facebook Marketplace one. I haven't watched it. Purge 3 movie collection. I have watched The Purge. I haven't watched The Purge, Anarchy or Election Year. Again, I think I got that at the charity shop. You know what? If somebody was really, really interested, they could go back through all my old videos and they'd find out where I got that from and then tell me I'm a liar. Because I can't honestly remember. Sinister 2. Not seen it. Quiet Ones. Not seen it. The Strangers. Have seen it. Been a while though. 30 Days of Night, the second one. Dark Days. I've not seen it either, and we should watch that because we liked the first one. Quarantine is a movie I actually quite liked. Get my cup of tea out of the way. It's taking yeah. And I hadn't seen this for the longest time, but I've now seen it, and I thought it was a pretty decent movie. And Larry sent me his copy of it, The Crow, and that's quite fitting because it's.
You've actually watched The Crow now, have you?
I watched The Crow. I watched it when we were on holiday, didn't I?
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, and I was just saying it's quite fitting because The Crow's actually been launched in 4K this week. There we go. We've got I Spit on Your Grave, the remake, and like the other ones, it's got 1 and 2 in it, and the slip covers are hidden. Doomsday is actually a movie I quite enjoyed. From the director of Dog Soldiers and The Descent. There you go, that's why. Doomsday. Basically, Scotland is savages and they have to infiltrate it because there's a very deadly virus. The Conjuring. It was alright.
You should have stopped at one.
Rosemary's Baby. Got it, but I haven't watched it yet. Got that this year, I think. Halloween 2. The Rob Zombie Halloween 2. Not watched it. A Quiet Place. That's a creepy. That's a horror. A Quiet Place is a horror, right? That's a really good movie. I actually like the second one as well. We also have Alone in the Dark with Christian Slater, Tara Reid, and Stephen Dorff. I like that one. Then we have, again, the original Halloween. I'm sorry, I really am, but I like it. The Last Exorcism. Can't remember if I've seen it. The Others. That's a good movie. With a good twist. The Dead Zone. That's also another good movie. With Christopher Walken. And Martin Sheen and Tom Skerritt. The Descent Part 2. I picked this up in one of the CXs and I didn't have the Descent Part 1. Pretty sure that's over on one of my first shelves. Over here. So I should put them together. So when I'm rejigging, I'll put the Descent and the Descent Part 2 together. Clarice. I ate his liver with some fava beans. He puts the lotion in the basket. What film's that, Harley? Silence of the Lambs, yep. That was probably cheating. Yeah, I should have just done that. She puts the lotion in the basket. The Awakening. Not seen it? The Night of the Living Dead. I have seen it. That's the original first zombie movie. And it says it's been a very long time. This is the one that Roy was after. I still haven't watched it yet. I should. How have I got so many? You know what it is? My life's just so busy at the moment. Eh? And the camera cut out. So I'm back. I was just saying, life's been so busy I haven't had much time. But The Possessor. The Hills Have Eyes. The remake and The Hills Have Eyes 2. And I'm going to be controversial here. I think they're better than the originals.
I agree.
I think they are. I think they're better than the originals.
That's not like me, like a remake.
I did like both of them. I thought they were great movies. The Snowman. I've seen it, but it's been a while since I watched it. Is that a horror? Based on a terrifying Cloverfield. It's been a while since I've seen Cloverfield. I prefer 10 Cloverfield Lane. I think that's a fantastic movie. 31, a Rob Zombie film. Haven't watched it yet. Sanctum. Again, I'd like to say I've watched it, but if I have, I can't remember it. I really need to do more watching the movies. Survival of the Dead. I have seen that one. And it wasn't bad. Friend Request. Seen that one as well. That was alright. Now, this one here, Dr. Mordred, Masters of the Unknown with Jeffrey Combs. 88 films. I bought this. It was going for £5 on Amazon. It was trading in for £12. I bought 5 copies, traded in 4 and kept one. I do like Jeffrey Combs, Wayne from Deep Space Nine. He's also in Reanimator, isn't he? But I've not seen Reanimator. See what I mean? I just didn't. Horror's just not my thing, I didn't think. Maybe I should just stop buying so much horror. The Darkest Hour. That's actually a good movie with Chris Pine. I like it. That's more sci-fi than horror, though, isn't it? Deliver Us from Evil. From the director of Sinister. Well, that doesn't make much difference because I've not seen Sinister yet, does it? We then have Insidious. Not seen it. Stakeland, I have seen it, and that's a great movie. The Ship. Got this in the charity shop, I think, for like £2, and I thought, why not pick that up? It does look like a horror to me, doesn't it? The Ship. But it's in German because I got it at the charity shop, so the back of it. So yeah, there we go. Everybody's going to be going, what? You've not watched any of these? Why have you got them? And it's true. I can't justify this shelf. I just can't. We got blood-sucking freaks. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble for that. I'm going to... Better hide that. Right, okay. So that one, I picked it up because I had an excellent cover. No, watched it. The Mummy. That's a great film. I really enjoy that one. We also have Misery. Who can't be a bit of Kathy Bates and James Caan hostage. Last House on the Left, the remake. Again, I think that's good. I think that could even be better than the original. But again, I'm not. Maybe it's just the era I was brought up in. Christine, which I've not seen.
Shocking.
Diary of the Dead, I have seen. Oh, that could be the one that's in they're going through the halls. Getting these mixed up here. And I say I didn't buy horror, but I did buy this one recently, and there was a good reason for it, because it's absolutely brutal, isn't it? Hostel.
Mm-hmm.
There is a reason I've got some of these. That one is just unbelievable. Then we have a couple of Resident Evils at the end there. Extinction and Afterlife. I think I've DK'd some of the others. Some of them were good, some of them weren't. I like to have them all. So that is my complete Shelf 19 Part 2. Hope it was in. I'm sure if there's horror fans out there, they'd be interested in that, and they'll be going, what are you doing not watching these? But if you do like the video, do you like my casual shelf videos? Then you can subscribe and like, and you can watch them whenever you like. We'll do a Kermit's saying, it's all free. So there you go. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time, guys.